You might or might not have heard of the term stock buyback, and as an investor, you should know what it means. So in this video, I'm going to explain what it means and why you should care. Remember that this is not a financial advice. Always make your own personal research. Let's go. So stock buyback, or often known as stock repurchase, is when a company buys back its own shares from open market. So say for example, Apple can just say, oh, we have a lot of shares out there. We're going to bring our money to buy back more shares. Why do companies buy back their stock? One is to boost share price. Fewer sales in circulation can increase earnings per share. You know how they say demand and supply. So when the supply is limited, a lot of people might want to buy it, and which can now increase the price of that particular stock. Number two is that it also signals confidence, because the management might think that this our stock is actually undervalued and worth investing in, so they buy back their own shares. The third one is to return value to shareholders, which is an alternative to dividends. And then the fourth one is to offset dilution. What it means is that they try to neutralize new shares issued via employee stock options. So now, how does this affect you as an investor? So one is that you now own the same shares, but the worth of your shares has increased because the supply has reduced. Number two is that it's also a tax efficient way for companies to return value. And then the third one is that earnings per share increases, which often drives price up. But things that have advantage also have disadvantages. If company is borrowing money to buy back, then you have to be cautious and understand why they are doing that. But if the company is using their own money to buy back, then it signals strength. So stock buyback can actually be a very strong positive signal, especially from a well-managed company. So most times when you hear that a company buys back and they're using their money, is actually a good signal most of the time. But remember, this is not a financial advice. Always make your own personal research, and I'll see you in my next video.